So today we will be studying about hypothesis testing. So this is one of the important topic in when it comes to statistics. Okay, so we will be looking out what is hypothesis testing. Okay, so hypothesis testing is a statistical test that is used to determine whether there is enough evidence in a sample data to infer that a certain condition is true for the entire population or not. Okay, so we will be trying to uh, do a significance test on the sample, and then we will see like whether our sample data has uh, uh, enough data or enough condition to be true for the entire population. Okay, so hypothesis testing are used to test the statement that are made out of population. Okay, so here we have like two type of hypothesis. Okay, so one is the null hypothesis. One is null hypothesis, which we denote as H naught. Okay, and then we have alternate hypothesis. Then we have alternate hypothesis. Okay, which we denoted with HA. Which we denoted with HA. Okay, so basically we will be having two condition. Okay, so for an example, if we try to take that average test score of a group of from an institute is 1200, so we are inferring it something like the institute average score is 1200 in a subject, suppose in mathematics. Now we will be testing for a sample, and if it matches like mu of the sample is equal to 1200 or mu of sample is not equal to 1200, and we will be doing hypothesis on that. And if our in hypothesis testing, we have something like p-value. Okay, so when we perform a hypothesis test, p-value helps us to determine the significance of our result. Okay, so basically hypothesis tests are used to test the validity of a claim, right? So for example, I say like mu equal to 1200, that means my average of the math marks is 1200, and whether my mu, suppose u only, not equal to 1200, right? So if my mu p value is greater than 0.05, if it comes, then we will be inferring it like we are going and accepting our null hypothesis, else we would be rejecting our null hypothesis. Okay, for example, let us take one more example of human trial. Okay, human trial in a court. So for example, now I consider H naught to be innocent. So a person who has been confronted in front of the judge, at the first place, the judge is considering H naught to be innocent. Okay, and my alternate hypothesis now it will become as HA, which would be the guilty, right? Whether that person is guilty or not. On this basis, the defense lawyer will be presenting all the detail about this, right? Whether a person is innocent or whether a person is guilty, right? And on basis of that, the judge would be taking a judgment call whether he should be punished or he should be made free, right? So based on the data or based on the evidences that the defense lawyer is producing in front of the judge, he would be taking the decision of whether a person is innocent or a person is guilty, right? So we will take one example and we will try to walk through it, like how that we need to do it. Okay, so yeah, before this example, we can also look at this plot graph. Okay, so this is basically the type of error. Okay, so this is my true state. Okay, whether a null hypothesis is true or whether my null hypothesis is false. Okay, this is my true condition, and based on my statistical test that I will be performing it. Okay, based on my statistical test that I will be performing it, whether I accept my null or reject my null. Okay, so based on this, type 1 error arises and type 2 error arises. For example, I take an example of a person paying a loan. Okay, a person has taken a loan, and whether he will be able to pay the loan or not, that is a condition that comes to me. Okay, so in true condition, for example, in true condition, a person has taken a loan and he is able to repay it. Okay, there would be two conditions, right? Once a person takes a loan, right, whether he will be pay it or whether he will not pay it, right? So for example, the first box is he pay the loan, second box is he is not able to pay the box. Okay, for that now we are doing a hypothesis testing, we are doing a statistical analysis for that. Okay, so a person paying a loan, okay, for example, in my true condition he pays the loan, and with my statistical analysis or hypothesis testing, in it comes as he will pay the loan. That means we are accepting the null hypothesis, so that is my correct conclusion. Okay, so there is no error in that. Okay, but in true condition a person is paying the loan, but with my hypothesis testing I am saying no, he will not be able to pay the loan. At that time, a type 1 error will arise. That means we are rejecting the null, whereas in the true condition, the null hypothesis was true. Okay, so at that time, type 1 error will arise. Okay, now in real scenario, the person is not able to pay the loan. Okay, and but with my hypothesis I am accepting it that the person will pay the loan. Okay, in that scenario type 2 error will arise where we are accepting a false null hypothesis. Okay, where we are accepting a false null hypothesis, yeah, which was like in true condition, that was he the person will not pay the loan. Okay, now if that person not pays the loan, and in my hypothesis also I'm rejecting it, so that is my true condition. Okay, so this diagonal box is for the true condition, and if I am rejecting my null hypothesis, whereas in true condition the person was paying the loan, at that time type 1 error will arise. In true condition the person will not be able to pay the loan, but I am accepting he will pay the loan, at that time type 2 error will arise. Okay, so for this hypothesis testing we do different test. Okay, so t test is there on which we do this hypothesis testing. So t test is basically analysis of two or more population mean. Okay, so basically how I have defined here that average score of a subject is 1200 for an institute, right? Average score is not equal to 1200 for an institute, right? Or by this condition, by this example, like in front of the judge a person has been convicted, whether he will be a innocent or a guilty, right? So h naught is innocent and ha is guilty, right? So in Python how we will be doing this test is like this. We call this as t-test. Okay, we call this as a t-test. So a t-test is a type of inferential statistics which is used to determine if there is a significant difference between the mean of two groups which may be related to us with a certain feature. Okay, so t-test also is of two types. So one sample t-test and two sample t-test. So the formula for one sample t-test is something like this. Okay, so this x is the mean and mu is the population mean. Okay, and sx is the estimated standard deviation of the mean. Okay, so the formula of xx is something like this: standard sample standard deviation root of n, right? N is the sample size. Okay, so this is the formula of one sample t-test, and right now what we are doing, we are creating a sample of ages. Okay, so a sample of ages, we are creating a data set of sample of ages, and we will try to compare like whether the mean of this sample age will be equal do it or not. Okay, so I've created here 32 observation data point. So 32 is my data set, and now I'm taking the mean of ages. Okay, what is my mean of ages of these observations? So mean of these ages is coming around 30.34. Okay, 30.34. Now what I'm doing, I'm taking a sample size of 10. Okay, I'm taking a sample size of 10. So this is basically my population. These all numbers are my population, and now I have to do my hypothesis testing on my sample. Okay, so I've taken a sample, a random choice of sample, and these are the observation that has came in my data set. Okay, so now there is a package called SciPy. Yes, SciPy. SciPy is a package, and inside that SciPy we have a function stats, and from there we are importing t-test underscore one sample, t-test underscore one sample, which will help us in doing this hypothesis testing. Okay, and as in the beginning I had told, right, the p value helps us in performing hypothesis test. So if p value is typically small, very small, like less than 0.05%. Okay, so that means that, there is a strong evidence against the null hypothesis. Okay, so the thumb rule of statistics says that the p-value should be greater than 0.05, greater or equal to 0.05, in order to accept my null hypothesis. Else we will be rejecting our null hypothesis. Okay, so I have imported the package here, and then I am doing the t-test. So I called the function here t-test underscore one sample, and then I'm passing the a sample. So a sample is my data set. This is my sample data set, right? And then I'm passing the population mean. So population mean age is 30, which we have calculated here. Okay, and from here we are calculating the p-value. So now our p-value is greater than 0.5, right? Greater than 0.05, right? So that means we will be accepting our null, which means we will be accepting our null. So for that, what I have done, I have kept a for loop, means if else condition I have kept it. In that I am checking, like, if my p value is less than 0.05, then print we are rejecting null hypothesis, else print we are accepting our null hypothesis. So p value is 0.74, 0.74 less than 0.05, the condition fails here, it's not true. So it has came to else part, right? And in else part it is printing we are accepting null hypothesis, right? So that means we have accepted our null hypothesis. Okay, now see the second example. So here also I am creating a random sample. Okay, I am creating a class a ages. I am creating a random sample, and I am seeing my age is 46.9. Okay, mean of the population. Okay, and from there only I am taking the sample data set and I'm checking the p value. So my p value is coming around 1.13 to the power minus 13, right? To the power minus 13, so which is very less, right? Very less of 0.05, right? And mean, school age mean is 53.03. So when I checked this p value, which is very less of 0.05, that means my null hypothesis is not accepted, right? So same thing, I am checking it with if else here. So my p value is 0.05. If I see here, and if I see, like, it is minus 13, right? So I will be getting this line, we are rejecting null hypothesis. Okay, so overall if we see, so there we need to see, like, whether we are accepting our null hypothesis or whether we are rejecting our null hypothesis. Okay, if p value is greater than 0.05, the base thumb rule, we will be accepting our null hypothesis. If it is less than 0.05, we will be rejecting our null hypothesis. Okay, so there is another t-test, that is two sample t-test. So basically what this two sample t-test tells us is, like, it will compare two samples. Okay, two sample, the mean of two independent group, in order to determine whether there is a statistical evidence that the associated population means are significantly different. Okay, so this is the formula for that. Okay, so basically x1 will be my one set of mean and x2 will be my another set of sample mean, and we will be doing the two sample t-test. So similarly, similar data set I have taken it, right, and I have passed it here something like class B and class A height. Okay, class A height and class B ages, two variable I have made it, and I'm passing it here, and I'm just checking the p value. So here also p value has came greater than 0.05. Okay, so that is the reason we are rejecting the null hypothesis. Okay, something as pair t-test is also there, right? Pair t-test. So what pair t-test does is like it will check how different sample from the same group are there. Okay, so basically from the same group we will be taking two samples. Okay, we will be taking the two samples and we will be checking how my these two sample are similar or it is different. Okay, so basically if you see here, so if you see here we have like two sample, weight 10 and weight 20. Okay, so these weight 10 and weight 20 are made from weight 1 and weight 2. Okay, weight 1 and weight 2. So basically this is my sample, random sample that I have taken it. I've created a data set, and in that only I've just normalized that values in weight 2. Okay, now I'm creating two two column, weight 10 and weight 20, and what is the weight change here, and then I'm taking the t-test. Okay, t-test, and in that t-test I'm seeing my value is coming 0.57. So 0.57 is something which is greater than my 0.05. So if my p value, that is 0.5 less than 0.05, which is false, right, which is false, so it will comes in else part and it will be printing it, we are accepting the null hypothesis. Okay, so basically t-test helps us in understanding whether we are going to reject our null hypothesis or whether we are going to accept our null hypothesis. So this was for two samples, one sample, two sample. If we have more than two samples, right? So at that time we use ANOVA. Okay, we use ANOVA for doing this test, which we will be seeing in the next video. Okay, and also for categorical variable we have chi-square test. Okay, so ANOVA and chi-square we will be seeing in the next video. For this video we have seen like what is hypothesis testing, what is the two type of hypothesis testing, what are the error that can arise with this hypothesis testing, and how we can implement that hypothesis testing with the help of Python. So any